An unexpected moment has recently become a hot topic among K-pop and K-drama fans. Not because of a new project, nor because of a scandal, but because of the tears of a mother, the mother of Lee Junho, who fell just because of one simple question: when will your child get married? The moment took place in an atmosphere that was actually warm and full of family. Junho's mother is known to have attended a small gathering attended by old acquaintances and some people from the neighborhood. The atmosphere is initially relaxed, full of smiles and small talk. However, everything changes in a matter of seconds when someone throws a question that many take for granted, but turns out to be very piercing for a mother. According to witnesses present, when the question about Junho's marriage was raised, Junho's mother's face instantly changed. The smile on his face slowly faded away. He was silent for a long time, before finally tears flowed uncontrollably. The rest of the room was surprisingly quiet. No one thought the reaction would be so profound. Some people looked panicked, while others looked down, feeling guilty for touching on such a sensitive topic. With a trembling voice, Junho's mother finally spoke. He did not mention dates, did not name anyone. But one sentence makes anyone who hears fall silent. He always thinks of others first. Fans, work, responsibilities, but rarely think about his own happiness. The words were accompanied by tears that could no longer be contained. For a mother, seeing her child loved by millions is an incredible pride. But behind the camera, the busy schedule, and the glorious achievements, there's a silent concern she's been harboring: whether her son is truly happy as a human being, not just a star. Lee Junho is known as a professional, perfectionist, and very dedicated figure. From his career with 2PM to his transformation as a top actor, he has rarely been dragged down by romance rumors. He is also known to be very private, especially with regard to family. That is precisely what makes the question of marriage so weighty for the mother. Not because he demands, but because he knows very well how his son postpones personal life for the sake of others. As a mother, I just want her to have someone to lean on, she said quietly, wiping away tears. This story quickly spread and sparked a wave of sympathy from fans. Many admitted that they were touched, and even cried after hearing the story. On social media, comments like, "It turns out that the pressure is not only for the artist but also for his family. Now I understand why the question, when to get married, can be so painful." Junho is not only an idol, he is also a child who wants to make his mother happy, flooding multiple platforms. This news is not about when Junho will get married. It's not about who their partner is. This is a reminder that behind the glitter of the Korean entertainment industry, there are families who bear the burden of emotions, expectations, and loneliness. Junho's mother's tears became a symbol of the many parents whose children live under great pressure, whether as public figures or not. And perhaps, after this moment, one simple question will sound much heavier than before: are we smart enough to ask? For many, the question of marriage sounds light, even considered a form of attention. But for Junho's mother, that question was the accumulation of years of worries buried in silence. It's not proud, it's not ungrateful, but precisely because he knows very well how the entertainment world works, he increasingly understands how solitude can sneak up on in a crowd. Since Junho started his career at a young age, the mother has always been behind the scenes. Never on camera, never looking for the spotlight. He chose to be a devoted spectator from a distance, watching his son grow into a man many admired, but also watching hour after hour his personal life eroded by a relentless schedule. While others see trophies, awards, and cheers, a mother sees truncated bedtimes, days off that are never really off, and birthdays that are often missed. According to a person close to the family, Junho's mother had told her that her son almost always answered with the same sentence every time he was asked about his condition: "It's okay, I'm fine." That simple sentence is actually the most worrying thing for a mother. Because he knows, his son is not the type to complain easily. Junho was raised with a high value of responsibility, that if he had chosen this path, then he should live it wholeheartedly, without troubling anyone. But as a mother, she knows that holding back for too long doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. In Korean culture, marriage is often not just a symbol of love, but an emotional refuge. That's why Junho's mother didn't think about age, status, or social pressure. Her tears were not because she was afraid of her son getting married too late, but because she wanted someone to take care of Junho when she herself could no longer be by his side. "Someday, I want someone to wait for her to come home," the mother said softly. The words again made the atmosphere heavy. Some of the people present couldn't even hold back their own tears. Because behind Junho's status as a top celebrity, he is still a boy whose mother worries like other mothers. When this story spread to the public, the reaction of fans was very mixed. Some were surprised, some were touched, some began to reflect. During this time, many fans subconsciously wish their idol to remain alone, as if it were proof of loyalty to the fans. But this moment opens a big discussion. Does loving an idol mean also allowing him to be happy as an ordinary human being? Many adult fans finally spoke up. They stated that if one day Junho chooses to get married, they want it to happen without pressure, without guilt, and without a mother's tears. The comment that received the most support was a statement from an old fan who wrote, "We fell in love with Junho for his sincerity and hard work. Then his happiness must also be part of that love." The comment was shared thousands of times and became a symbol of a change in fan perspective, from ownership to understanding. Until now, Junho himself has not given an official statement regarding the emotional moment of the mother. But many believe that he must have heard the story. And knowing Junho, he wasn't the type to respond with long words in the media. He is better known as a person who stores feelings and answers them through actions. Some industry observers have even speculated that this moment might be a point of reflection for Junho, not to rush into marriage, but to be more true to himself about what he needs as a human being, not just as a public figure. This case again highlights another side of the Korean entertainment world that is rarely talked about, the emotional burden of the artist's family. Parents should not only be proud, but also strong. They must be silent when their child is highlighted, patient when rumors emerge, and steadfast when their child's private life becomes public consumption. Junho's mother has been going through all that for years. So when he finally cries, it's not weakness, it's an overflow of emotions that are too long stored. This story made many people start to question the custom of asking about marriage, not just to celebrities, but to anyone, because behind each of those questions, there could be wounds that have not healed, hidden loneliness, or dreams that are delayed due to responsibilities. Junho's mother's tears taught that not all questions need to be answered, and not all curiosity deserves to be satisfied. At the end of the meeting, Junho's mother reportedly calmed down and apologized for crying. But the people around him actually said that there was nothing to regret, because through those tears, the world saw the most human side of the family of a big star. He did not ask Junho to marry immediately. It does not demand grandchildren. It only hopes, hopefully one day, he can live for himself, not just for the world. This news probably did not reveal the scandal, did not reveal the names of the spouses, and did not give a definite answer about Junho's future. But that's precisely why this story is so powerful. Because he talks about parental love, silent pressure, and simple hopes that are often forgotten amid the glitter of popularity. And perhaps, after reading this story, one thing becomes clear to everyone: sometimes a mother's tears are more honest than 1,000 clarifying words.